beautiful dreamer. I'm so glad you're here. This is a space to rest, to dream, and to come home to yourself. I'm Susan Bruck, and I invite you to listen and receive. Simply let the sound, story, and stillness carry you into deeper peace. Hi, it's Susan. Welcome to the Beautiful Dreamer Society podcast and video. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I'm going to start by drawing a card from the Dreamer Path Oracle deck, and that will get us started off. You can see it, lit a candle, burned a little sage, created some sacred space, shuffled the cards, and now I'm going to pick one. Dream of fire. Nice. Dream of fire. And I will read to you what I wrote in the guidebook. Give me a second here to find it. Place of fire, dream of fire. Okay. The fire of will ignites within you. Its flame gives direction, purpose, and momentum. Dream of fire shows you the night guiding her horse through the unknown, fearless, luminous, trusting the fire that forms the path ahead. Yet no flame burns alone. The dream of fire is shared. One spark lights another, and so the blaze grows. Your dream joins the dreams of many, shaping futures not only for you, but for the world. Dream of fire calls you to align personal vision with collective purpose. Fire awakens will and courage, guiding you toward action that serves both you and the greater good. Dream of fire. On this week's Substack, I write about my visit to Berkeley, California last week to celebrate my daughter Rachel's graduation. She got her PhD in African American studies with a focus in gender studies. So my other daughter, my ex-husband, his girlfriend, my brother, Rachel's spouse, Sable, and we all celebrated together. We stayed out there for 8 days to spend time together, both to celebrate and just to have some time before Rachel and Sable leave the country at the end of next month. You can read more about it in my post, but I think what surprised me, I was so excited to be there for Rachel's graduation. She wasn't sure if she was going to actually walk in the graduation and decided to. I was surprised at how much it moved me to see her, to hear her mentor speak about her accomplishments, and to see her getting her doctoral hood placed on her. I mean, there's something so medieval or maybe Harry Potter about the whole thing, but she worked really hard for a long time to get that, and um, it was just a moment to acknowledge it, I guess. Um, so we didn't do a real lot of things. We all were tired, and it was a very emotional time. And um, my daughter Gabi was helping Rachel and Sable to organize their stuff that they wanted to get rid of and what they wanted to keep before they move away. Um, but we did do a couple things. We went to the Botanic Garden, which I love the Botanic Garden in Berkeley. I'd been there once before, a few years back. We went out, I can't remember the name of the restaurant. We went out to a nice dinner after the graduation. And the graduation was on Tuesday, the ceremony. And then on Thursday, we went to Chez Panisse restaurant, which I've dreamed about going there for probably about 40 years now, since I first read about, since I first read Alice Waters. It was a cookbook, but it had a memoir, like the first big section of it was her memoir that talked about her life and how she came to start Chez Panisse. I don't remember any of the recipes, but I remember some of the stories. And I remember back then in the 80s being so excited and interested in this idea of getting all the food from local farmers. Now it's not that uncommon, this whole farm to table idea. But anyway, we made reservations for lunch, and 6 of us went. We had to wait outside for a few minutes, and on the trellis over the front porch of the building were these green bean vines with beautiful green beans hanging down, and it just, I don't know, it all made me so happy. And I won't tell you everything. You can read if you want to hear more about it. Um, but there was something about fulfilling this dream that I'd had for a long time. Not that I thought about it all that often, but just fulfilling that dream and being there with my family and my daughters and Rachel's spouse weren't even born when I first heard of Chez Panisse. So there was something about the passage of time in there that really struck me as well. Just how fast the time goes by sometimes, and how slow at other times. My first visit to the Bay Area was back in the mid 80s when I went to see my friend Sandy, who lived out there then. We didn't go to Chez Panisse, but I knew we were close to it. We did make a visit to the Berkeley area. Um, Probably like a month or 6 weeks ago in my meditation, I may have shared this with you once before. I found this affirmation that I've been working with pretty regularly, which is relish each delicious moment. And Chez Panisse was really a picture. I mean, it was not a picture, it was an experience of that for me. I was so happy to be there. I was prepared that it might not live up to my expectations. That happens sometimes, but everything was so beautiful. The food was delicious. And it wasn't just that, it was that I felt so present to the moment, to the poignancy of it, to the richness of it, which included all the flavors and the sensual experience of it, but also how quickly that moment passed, and that I didn't know when we would all, hopefully there will be an if, but when we'll all be together again and to have something to celebrate together. it surprised me how much of a spiritual experience it was. I doubt I'll ever go back there. I don't really have the desire to go back there, but that it was really a special moment, and it just woke something up in me. I was able to be somehow really present to all of it. I don't know. Maybe I missed things, probably did, but I was able to be really present and enjoy the moment and not be thinking about how I looked, what other people were thinking of me. I just enjoyed the experience. I was thinking about it this morning when I was watching my two of my cats, two of my three cats, in case you haven't been around. Two of my cats were chasing each other around and pouncing on each other and rolling around and having a wonderful time, as they often do, but just noticing, I mean, enjoying it because it's fun to watch, but also realizing that they're just there. They love being in their bodies. They love this experience. It's not like something to think about. I mean, do cats ever think about what other people think about them? Not that I know of. But just this unself consciousness, this being present, being in the body, in their bodies, with joy and celebration and intensity. Yeah, and I had that experience for those 3 hours that we were there. Um, yeah, I was just so immersed in the moment. Um, and it was wonderful. So it brought up a lot of other thoughts for me too, just noticing how so often I'm not, and even though I'm not always consciously thinking about like how I look by what I'm doing or what other people think of me. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time preparing myself, wearing makeup, whatever. I do like to have my curls be just so. um, but how much of this unconscious energy I spend worrying about what other people think. And I am doing the work or play to take that back for myself. Um, and it's a lot. I listened to this great Carolyn Mace YouTube um, talk that she gave a long time ago. Maybe it was even back in the 80s, around the time I dreamed of going to Chez Panisse for the first time. About our It was about our energy bodies and our first three chakras. I'll share the link with you. But about how we can't think our way out of these ideas that we have about ourselves, how we should look, how we should act, these things that we take on in early childhood that just become, well, we view them as being part of our survival. It's not true for the most part. Um, yeah, it was a wonderful experience, and it's leading, I think, to a lot of healing for me. It already has. So I will, in a moment, just want to make sure. I was looking at my notes on my computer. So I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything I wanted to say. Yeah, I'm going to share a meditation. I recorded it separately because I wanted to do different tracks with my voice, and I pulled out my koshi chimes. So, but it's about being nourished by the source. So that really fits in with this whole theme of the week about relishing each delicious moment. So I hope that you enjoy the meditation, and I hope that you find some inspiration perhaps in these thoughts, and that I would love to hear from you. Have there been times in your life that were such wonderful experiences that you felt you were so able to be fully present to with joy, or are you able to live your whole life like that? Yeah, or just any thoughts about this whole topic, or have you ever been to Chez Panisse? And what did you think? And here's one more time is dream of fire. Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy the meditation, and I'll see you next week. As we bless the source of light, so we are blessed. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. And the blessing gives us strength and makes our visions clear. And the blessing gives us peace and the courage to dare. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. As we bless the source of light, so we are blessed. Hi, I'm Susan Bruck. Thanks for joining me today for this meditation where we honor our connection to the source of life, the wellspring of universal energy that enlivens and offers healing. First, find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. If you're sitting, sit in a comfortably upright position. Let your hands rest comfortably too. You can allow your eyes to close or soften and lower your gaze. We'll begin with heart breaths and then move on to a guided journey and end again with heart breaths. For these heart breaths, you can place a hand or both hands over your heart center if you wish. We'll pause between each inhale and exhale. I'll guide you through it. Breathe at a slow, comfortable pace, allowing your breath to deepen and slow naturally if it wishes to. Focusing on your heart center, breathe in peace. Hold that peace in your heart. Now breathe out love. Again, breathe in peace. Pause. Breathe out love. One more time. Breathe in peace. Pause. Breathe out love. Let your breathing return to its natural flow. You may leave your hands on your heart or lower them now or any time you'd like. Now I invite you to imagine roots extending down from the base of your spine deep into the earth. Send those roots deeper and deeper, seeking out the warm heart, the center of the earth. When you reach that molten center, feel Mother Earth welcoming you, embracing your roots, anchoring you in her heart. Let's take a few moments to release any energy we don't need right now, sending it down through our roots, offering it to Mother Earth to be composted and renewed. Send any emotions, thoughts, physical sensations, any energy you've picked up from others, Anything you don't need right now, send it down through your roots, releasing it to Mother Earth. Do that for a few more breaths. Now, imagine the crown of your head opening to receive light and wisdom from the heavens, the angels, the star beings, however you like to think of universal energy. Feel the energy from Mother Earth and the angels meet and dance together in your heart space. Rest in your heart space now. Now, imagine that your heart is guiding you on an inner journey toward a wellspring. It might look like a spring bubbling up from the ground, or perhaps a fountain with life and light bubbling up, overflowing with light and love. Allow yourself to bathe in these sacred waters. Rest in this source of love and light. Let it nourish and refresh you. Let it wash away any energy you no longer need. As we bless the source of light, so we are blessed. As we bless the source of light. Listen to the song of this fountain of love and light. Does it have a message for you in this moment? It might be an image, a thought, a feeling, or a sensation. Or it might be a moment of stillness. Whatever you receive, know that it is just right for you right now. Now, return to your heart space with thanks and gratitude to the waters, the wellspring of life that always flows through us. With thanks to the angels and Mother Earth, that universal energy as well. And now, let us finish this meditation as we began with 3 heart breaths. Focusing on your heart center, placing your hand or hands there if you'd like. Breathe in peace. Pause. Breathe out love. Breathe in peace. Pause. Breathe out love. Breathe in peace. Pause. Breathe out love. As we bless the source of light, so we are blessed. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. Gently bring your awareness back to your physical body, to the present moment, and to the place where your body rests. If it feels good, you can wiggle your fingers and toes and stretch. If your eyes are closed, allow them to open when you're ready, and this completes our practice. Thanks for joining me today. Blessings. Thank you so much for listening to the Beautiful Dreamer Society podcast. Until next time, this is Susan Bruck, and I wish you healing rest, sweet dreams, and deep peace.